We'll save that for later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
We're gonna
But,
start the fire.
we are.
We are gonna start a fire.
Yeah,
You know, wear your Harry Potter glasses for this.
I'm gonna for a little bit, just to let
They
people know,
are.
little sneak peek. But
Yeah, make
Popcorn
sure.
Pints
As much as we want
episode.
viewers, if you haven't seen Deadpool, you're gonna want to, and you don't want to be spoiled. You're gonna want to not watch right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
here's
spoil hard.
if you have not seen this film yet, and I'm gonna leave this up for a minute at the beginning of the episode because I don't want to hear any crying. If you have not seen this film yet, and you do not want this film to be spoiled for you, I suggest you pause this and go see the film, and then come back and watch this. Other than that, welcome to Popcorn and Pints, episode 170,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Deadpool and Wolverine. And you know what? Not even other than that. You're welcome either way. But I'm just saying,
Hey, if you don't care about spoilers, sure.
Sit your ass on down and kick it with us.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our favorite jokes. Talk about how awesome this movie was.
Yeah. But let's continue the conversation we were just having, guys. We might as well because it doesn't have to. It's Marvel.
Okay.
And we were just.
I opened a Pandora's box literally 1 minute before we went
as we were
live
going
here.
to go live, and it was this right here.
Doom.
I'm not. The more I have thought about this and sat on this, the more annoyed this is what they're doing with Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you 1000%. Like, it was a cool. Like, I guess when we first, I think we were live when we first heard it. I believe Mick was talking about it.
We were wrapping up last week, right?
Yeah. And
it's been a week.
It just like letting it sit with you for a little bit. It's like, you know what? No,
and I think this is a dumb move.
We don't need it.
I just don't know how they're going to tie it in, and because he looks exactly like, how are you going to play it off? It's not like it's a different movie. Like they all know, Tony Stark is an Avenger. Doomsday is going to be part of the Avenger movies.
This is a dumb move.
I don't get it.
100%. It's not like he gave them a discount or anything to come back and do these movies.
Are they paying him like fucking $80 million?
No, that's what the directors are making for both movies total together. He is making substantially more.
Why didn't they just use Deadpool jumping through these timelines, make it where he made it where it altered the reality and Tony Stark never died?
First off, that's even worse. Like they needed to
bring him back.
No, they needed to let Tony Stark or Iron Man be dead. The reason he's coming back is because Marvel was finally willing to admit their universe has gone down the crapper.
Yeah,
that is why
him on their back.
That is why they are bringing him back.
But I mean, I feel like a big reason why it and I stopped watching after the whole Endgame shit. But after I reviewed it,
I haven't stopped watching. Like I'm still a sucker for these movies, but they're bringing him back because they know they're losing money with every movie they've put out.
No, what I was getting at is because you got so used to the to the ones that some people grew up on and just you've been watching for what since 2013, 2010. When did Iron Man come out? Whenever that came out. So from when the first Iron Man movie came out till this year with Deadpool and Wolverine, and now you have this Tony Stark thing, and it's like they just
2008.
So since 2008. And they haven't really stopped or slowed. They slowed down a little bit. They haven't really stopped. So just think from 2008 to 2024, they're putting some sort of fucking content out. After a while, it's going to get watered down. And they did an amazing job, let's say, from when they started till Endgame. That's from what I've seen. From when they started to Endgame, overall, super, super dope. Not every movie in there wasn't great.
But you're talking that all built to the scene in Endgame.
Yeah.
Where all the portals open with the battle with Thanos and all the superheroes just come back after being, snapped out of existence, and you see them all lined up there. Like there were viral videos of theater reactions, just people fucking cheering in the theater and crying.
Yeah. People crying. Yeah.
And Marvel has tried to chase that since, and they have not even come close.
Nah, they haven't. They definitely haven't. They're trying. And I mean, Tony Stark will put asses in seats, but it's still like,
Well, people have been clamoring for Doctor Doom since
yeah.
for at least 10 years.
But you would see, for me, I would think that you'd get a younger actor, and up like say a really good actor, but maybe one that's less known.
Well, I think
And
the popular rumor, and I don't know if there was any legitimacy to it or not, but I jumped on this bandwagon with Cillian Murphy was as Doctor Doom, the guy from Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think that was a popular rumor, and I was on board for that. That would have been cool. But just bringing him fucking back instead of putting this on somebody new and intriguing, I'm not as interested. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it, but if the wife wants to see it in theaters, I'll see it in theaters. If not, I can wait till it comes out to streaming. Like, it's not something I'm gonna rush to the theater for.
Yeah, this was the rumor I was on board with right here.
Him being the Doctor Doom.
Yeah,
that's fair. And it'd be something different.
I think they brought Robert Downey Jr. in just to try to save their own ass.
Yeah, definitely.
And it could backfire.
It seems like fan polling and stuff like that is just kind of split 50-50 down the road on whether or not this will.
I feel like it's one of those things though, like again, like last weekend talking about it, first hearing about it, it's like, oh shit, that sounds kind of cool. But then when you're actually like thinking about it, when you let it sink, and you're like, yeah, you know what? Maybe not that cool after all. Maybe not that cool. And he's a great actor, so that's a good thing for it. Like, I do feel that's a good, not necessarily him, but going into the direction of having a really good actor for a big bad, because it's going to be, I'm assuming it's going to be for a few films. Or I mean, I know they say
Doom,
I know they only showed Doom in Secret Wars, but I'm sure there's going to be more after that. Is what I'm saying.
Well, at the very least, they got to introduce him in some after credits scene or during some movie that leads up to Doomsday. Like, you can't, just like Thanos, you can't wait till the movie he's supposed to be the main villain in and not have some kind of teaser.
I wish, and you know what I wish they would have did with that? Like, what if they didn't announce Doom until you see him in a teaser? Why not?
Well, they weren't going to until Jonathan Majors beat up his girlfriend.
I know.
Jesus.
With whatever happened with the whole Jonathan Majors shit, but I'm saying, like, after all that, instead of like rushing, like, oh my god, panic, it's like, listen, let's just slow down and think about this, or we're gonna have another Thor: Love and Thunder.
I never seen that, but people say it was funny.
I don't hate it.
Here's my thing with Thor movies. I'm gonna say this, and I don't care. Thor should not have a standalone movie. They're not good enough to be standalone.
I thought
no. 1 and 3 were great. The Dark World was the second one. Nobody liked that. Love and Thunder, nobody seemed to like because they were trying to copy 3.
Same with Black Widow. She doesn't need a solo.
At this point, no.
I'm just saying the one that from the series that already came out.
Black Widow felt like a normal action movie, like Mission Impossible.
It wasn't that great.
Yeah,
it wasn't that great.
I forgot the Black.
It's not because she's a woman.
No, not at all.
She has no superpower.
Nope. It's Deadpool is the only Marvel movie coming out this year. The trailer is out for Captain America 4, coming out in February. Oh, we got some comment.
Oh, what's up, Chris?
Hey, buddy.
What's up? Because you guys share the same name. Honestly, with the multiverse, he could be a one and done. John Krasinski played Richard. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. But I mean, like,
they're not bringing Downey Jr. back to be one and done.
No.
Nah.
Doom is too big of a character. They've been waiting for years and years to introduce Doom in a good way. And if they bring him in, he's going to be the new main villain.
Yeah.
Unless you got no. I don't think the Avengers fight him, a Galactus. I think that's going to be the Fantastic Four.
He's in the Fantastic Four movie. It'll be cool to finally see that. But Doom is like the other Thanos level type villain
and in the comics, Doom is like a god. He's so strong. Mm-hmm. So
So they're not. I don't see how they just bring him back, just use him for 2 movies now and a couple teasers. He's got to be integral going
I
forward.
think
I
there
feel
is
too.
even a version of comic book where Deadpool fights Doom.
Yeah, he
I'm
runs
sure.
into everybody at some point.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there is.
Speaking of Deadpool, we're 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Deadpool
And
and Wolverine.
again,
We can
last
pick this
warning,
up later.
Yeah.
last warning, people. Listen, this is a spoiler
This
show.
is a spoiler. We should have a
And
thing. You
already-
should make a thing that goes on the bottom. Spoiler alert.
That's the whole episode.
Spoilers.
The whole episode is spoiler alert.
All spoilers.
I fucking love this movie.
I love it so much.
Aaron,
I
have you seen
had
it
to
twice?
stop.
Yeah, so I went.
Okay, Aaron's gonna have to lead the discussion because I watched this 2 weeks ago. No, this has been out for a week. I went and watched it last Thursday, the day it came out, or 3:00.
watched it
Very first showing because I didn't want any spoilers.
I watched the Friday after the when it came out, so I went Friday. Around it was 3:00 showing. The 3:00 showing.
And I went through and found some highlights and stuff before we did this to try and refresh my brain. There's just so many jokes.
So
Oh
much.
yeah, that's the one thing I wish I would have wrote down or thought about before, but it's all good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna bounce all over the place in this as we think. of
As
Okay.
we
stuff.
always do.
100%.
As we
But
always do.
we're gonna have to start
We
with
can
the
start with
opening.
the intro
the
because
fucking
this was
opener.
fucking phenomenal. The way they started this movie.
It's one of the best
Yeah.
openings I've ever seen in a movie. I was dying. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Because one of the things that made it so great is obviously the last Wolverine movie was Logan. That was awesome. They killed
Oh
him.
my god,
And
phenomenal.
everyone was worried about ruining that movie,
yeah,
that timeline, the character, the legacy. And that is they specifically said that is what we're doing to start this movie.
Yeah.
That was oh my gosh. Yo, the way they started this movie was
Well, hey,
ridiculous.
they kept the word. They didn't bring that Logan back.
No,
He stayed dead.
didn't.
He stayed dead.
They definitely
He didn't
didn't.
believe it was funny because when they were saying he was dead, he's like he didn't believe he was dead. He was
no,
like, "Oh,
that's like
Logan,
that's
he's
not how
dead."
regenerative powers work.
Yeah, he is like, I'm gonna go dig up his. He basically said, I'm gonna go dig up his grave and I'll show you he's alive. He's like,
and
"Son
then
of a bitch."
he's fucking digging, and then he stops, and then he's just like, "Fuck!"
Yeah.
Yep.
He
The
was
first thing
pissed
is like,
off.
ding, I found him. Then yeah.
Pulls out the adamantium skeleton, and then he's just fucking sitting there on the log with him
Just
when the
talking.
TVA agents show up.
Oh, and then he jumps over it, pulls him back, looks up, goes down, looks up, goes. I fucking because it was like just a cart. I love this shit, and the breaking the fourth wall is so fucking.
Oh yeah.
Well,
it's
and
so good.
and then he go. They tell Deadpool, yeah, all the TVA agents show up in the woods to try and arrest Deadpool and bring him in, and he's like, he's gonna kill them all, but he's like, I'm not gonna use any of my weapons. He kills like 100 TVA agents just using Wolverine's adamantium. I'm never gonna say it right.
His
Adamantium
skeleton.
bones. His
His
skeleton.
Using the
And
skeleton.
it was just fucking phenomenal. Of
was
course, to
awesome.
NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye" while he's doing the dance in between these.
And really quick, who know that song goes so well with fighting?
Well, I
It was
see
very
the
comedic.
so I seen an interview how they picked that song. So I guess at the tables when they're looking over the script and writing, the director and Ryan Reynolds sat there and they had like 100 songs on a playlist that they'll listen from rap, rock, everything. They're just playing silly songs and everything. Then when they're getting to that part, they're just listening. Bye 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 came on, and they're like, "This is it.
That's awesome.
This is gonna work."
Oh, that
was
was yeah. This was. I couldn't have think of a better way to start the movie because obviously they acknowledge the concern about Logan coming from the Fox universe.
Mm-hmm.
And man, yeah, I'm gonna go see this again before it's out of theaters for sure.
So good.
I don't.
I
like,
had to
hopefully,
do that.
I'm gonna try and get it in, if maybe next weekend. But oh man,
I definitely want to watch it multiple times. There's
definitely.
so much in there. You just want to keep watching it just to catch everything.
yeah.
And
Because you want to memorize everything.
that was my thing too. I was like, I'm sure there's a few Easter eggs I missed in there. I'm sure there's a few things I missed in there that I need to
there's
go
a
back
ton
and
of
check out
shit.
and watch. Because, fuck, man. Fuck, man.
But from at least from everything I've seen, people really enjoy this movie. Everyone kind of, as like the sub note puts in, the plot's kind of but the movie itself is fantastic, and I can see what they're saying. So the plot of this movie, because nobody knew what the hell was this movie was even going to be about until they finally went and saw it. I don't think, because the trailers don't give you any kind of clue on how all of this comes together.
Nope.
So Deadpool's trying to find Logan because apparently in the Marvel universe there's an anchor being for all these timelines. So once this anchor being dies, your timeline slowly fades away.
Thousands of years it takes to die out right away.
Yes. So your timeline starts to die off. Logan was the anchor being in Deadpool's timeline where he has his friend, like what's her name? She didn't die. He has the other friends there, Blind Al. Blind Al is fucking awesome. I love Blind Al.
I love Blind Al.
She's as far as like a non-hero, she's my favorite character because she's fucking hilarious.
She's fucking funny.
She is fucking fantastic.
She is fucking hilarious. Just the different names of cocaine they had.
Yeah.
I was rolling. Do you want?
I should have watched this,
but I can't.
Yes, but I can't. It's the one thing Faggy said was off limits.
Oh man,
because they tear into Fox and Disney and all the complaints about the multiverse in this, and you couldn't make this movie and not do any of that.
Yeah,
no. I think one of my favorite articles I read about the making of this movie was about Kevin Feige, and make sure I say that right. Having to explain what pegging was to other executives at Disney.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Deadpool was like pegging. He was like, "Oh, I'm used to that, guys," but Disney.
That's not new for me, fellas, but it is for Disney.
And winked. I was like, "Oh my god, yes, please."
I love the fourth wall breaks, man. Love them.
It's the reason I think the reason I don't get sick of it is because it's just so outrageous and over the top when it's done with the jokes.
Yeah.
Because yes, it's a gimmick. I think everyone's willing to admit that, but the writing is so good that it still works, and then so ridiculous.
I'm sure. I'm assuming, and I'm assuming with the comic books, it's probably the same story he's doing in the comic books. I've never read the comics, so I'm just assuming.
No, it is. That's why his nickname is Merc with the Mouth.
Yeah.
Merrick with the Mouth, and then on I've seen it in the animated series, plenty, like in the cartoons that he's in with Spider-Man or whatever.
Oh, that episode's hilarious.
Yeah, those episodes are always fucking funny, and then you see it in this, and I'm just like, oh, I love it. I love even with the nice pool one, and he was like, "What the fuck?"
Nice Pool was fantastic.
Yeah,
Nice Pool.
I loved Nice Pool.
The version we'll get.
All the Deadpool variants. But so where were we? So we have the awesome intro.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We go into what about the job interview? So we're in a timeline where Deadpool doesn't lose. I can't think of the girl he's in love with, and he goes and interviews to be an Avenger with Happy Hogan. So this is kind of like the first big cameo, I think, in this, and this whole job interview scene's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Where he's just talking, he's trying to give him a sob story, and Happy's just sitting there, and then Wade Wilson is like, "So is the big guy coming?" Referring to Tony.
Yeah,
it's like, "'Cause I'm kind of wasting the good stuff here." It's like, "Yeah, he doesn't do this anymore." And what about what? And I had because I tried hard to find this scene today because I wanted to make sure I got the term right. Smashturbation.
Oh yeah, Hulk hands.
Where you're using where you get the toy Hulk heads and you just go to town on yourself.
Yeah, you just smash the shit out of your dick. Oh my god!
Because his interview, that job interview scene to be an Avenger with Happy Hogan was awesome.
You know what I loved about that interview? What it made me think of, just because of how silly it was, of course in a different way, but was Step Brothers.
Yeah,
and it just. Of course, not the duo of like for that would be him and Wolverine. Of course, it wouldn't be that, but it just kind of gave me that feeling with the back and forth and by Deadpool.
Well, the Step Brothers, they're trying to not get the job. He wants the job, and he's saying this shit. Like, imagine saying that in an interview. Imagine going to an interview and you just starts talking like that.
He wants to become an Avenger. He wants to do something purposeful because he thinks
he wants to matter.
He wants to matter because he thinks the girl he loves is going to leave him if he doesn't.
Vanessa
with his power. Vanessa, that's it. If he doesn't do something with his powers. But he of course doesn't get it. Happy walks him out, and then they kind of cut to like 5 years later or something like that, and he's selling Hondas with fucking Peter, the mustache.
Was it Hondas or Hyundai?
The Hondas.
No, it was no, because he was selling.
It was a Honda Odyssey, right?
There was a Kia there too.
He's a car salesman.
Yeah, it was actually it was called like Drive.
It's like used cars.
Drive Max. Yeah. Drive Max. It was like Car Max.
Okay, so he's a used car salesman. And
but really quick, he made me think of was that right there. I don't know what the first thing that made it popped in my head was Shop S Mart. Fucking
Bruce Campbell.
Thank you. Yes. What was that part? That was the third one, right?
Army of Darkness.
That's your favorite one of the three? Yeah,
that is. That's what my giant poster right here is of.
But that's what it made me think of. And then of course with the silliness of it too, I was like, oh my goodness, this is working.
This fucking You have Wade Wilson wearing a wig, by the way.
Yeah, stapled to his head.
To his head, selling used cars with Peter, who of course who was part of the X-Force briefly in the second movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that he says in the interview. There's like, you ever work? You don't have team experiences. I had a team. And
they all died. What happened to them?
No, what did he say?
He said they all failed in the what the hell was it? The focus group. He was like they said they died of something about gravity or something. Like, no, they just all failed in the focus group.
What happened to them all? Gravity, mostly.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Gravity. Oh my god. He's so good. Like I love how the one-liners and all that in this movie just go so like boom, 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 one after the other.
It's being able to deliver them just deadpan and keep the conversation going without cracking them makes it fucking hysterical.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't just him in that scene. It was Jon Favreau as Happy Hogan because he's giving it back too. He's getting a few one-liners in.
Yeah, it's back and forth. There's a one-liner.
And keeping the straight face as he's doing it.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I'd be laughing too damn hard. A lot of this shit said.
But as it turns out, he's no longer with Vanessa when he's the car salesman. His birthday comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Negasonic, Teenage Warhead, and I forget the name. Kikyo are there. And I love that. It fucking cracks me. They compliment his hair system, or they tell him his wig looks ridiculous, and he's like, "It's a hair system."
She's like, "Oh,
I love your hair system, Wade."
Which I love how like with little things like that. Again, I know I say this a lot, and War was so sturdy, but how like with the wig thing, they kept bringing that up. Like even later in the movie where
when he's sitting with Wolverine,
like, what the fuck is that on your head? He's like, it's a toupee. He's like, but they don't know. Wolverine's like, no, everybody
knows.
Yeah, everybody knows.
But just again,
those are jokes that are in the trailer.
Yeah,
and they were still fucking funny to see.
Yeah,
you know what it was because there were jokes that were in the trailer. I watched the trailer maybe once or twice. So I kind of forgot about them, but still, there were so many in there. And then when these ones come up, you kind of forget about them because there's so many other ones in there.
Oh yeah,
that fucking works.
There was one joke in the trailer they didn't do in the movie. I don't think, unless I missed it.
I didn't watch the trailer.
The diner scene where they're sitting at the table, and Sturdy, since you just saw this for the second time, if you can confirm this, that would be good. So one of the jokes in the diner scene is Wolverine turns to one of them. It's hard to eat with that mask on. It's like, why don't you put your mask on?
Yeah, that wasn't in the movie.
Yeah,
and
it's in the trailer though.
What was funny about that is I remember looking for it the first time I seen it, and I didn't see it. I swear to you, today when this scene came up, I was looking for it again. I was like, "Where is it?" Because when Deadpool's eating with his mask off, Wolverine was like, "It's kind of hard to eat with you because it would have made that scene. They could have did that. And then when Wolverine moves over and eats at the counter,
Yeah.
boom. That's why he moved over and ate at the counter because they were sitting together at first. Or no, actually no, they were.
Yep.
Wolverine was. Yeah, they were for a second.
Yeah, so that actually kind of surprised me. I'm like, they didn't use that joke.
That was a funny joke, but there was a lot in there that it wasn't bad that it was thrown away. I mean, I would have been a little happier, I guess, if it was in the movie, but so much more in there.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of other good jokes in there. So where were we in the story?
So we're at the birthday party.
We're at the birthday party. The TVA agents show up. They knock on the door. We get the fun pegging joke.
Yep, and we did bring that up with him and Disney, and then honestly, we just didn't go any real deeper or further than that.
They pull him.
Do you remember why they said they picked him? I forgot why they said they picked him. Like why they took him out, saved him. They say your timeline's dying.
Because Mr. Paradox wants
that timeline to die off, and he was going to send Deadpool to another timeline to be a part of. Make him think he was going to be a part of the Avengers.
Yeah,
some bullshit.
Yeah, why though? I forgot the reason.
So that he wouldn't get in the way of letting this timeline die off because
he had that accelerator shit, so he could destroy the timeline faster. Instead of thousands of years, he could do it within 72 hours.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So Mr. Paradox at the TVA has has this timeline destroying machine.
What is it called?
Splitter.
Ripper.
Ripper.
Timeline Ripper. Yeah.
Yep. So they can just kill this timeline off right away. Now that Logan's dead and the anchor being's gone. Which honestly, it's an interesting premise. I don't hate it. An anchor being dies, your timeline starts to fade.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to be efficient at the TVA by just fucking putting the kibosh on it. I'm like,
you want to talk about the tailor real quick? This new suit.
Well, before that, I want to see what you're trying to get to because I have a feeling I know what you're getting to. As far as like the story wasn't the greatest, but everything around it worked so fucking well.
It all works. I don't think the story in this needed to be fucking super deep or super interconnected to anything.
No,
because that's kind of not what Deadpool's about
at all. And I mean, the main thing we wanted was the Deadpool Wolverine fight and the Deadpool Wolverine team up. That's when we got that.
Well, I think maybe people were hoping that this movie was going to be more focused and more deep by how they're going to use this movie to bring the X-Men into Marvel better.
I could see. Yeah, probably,
maybe.
But James, go ahead and tell. You mentioned the tailor.
Oh, so
Deadpool right before that, but yeah, right before they right before they pull him through the door and he wakes up at the table and they do the joke from the trailer where it's like, Mr. Wilson, you soiled yourself. We're unconscious. I wasn't unconscious. Why am I
what made that part was so damn funny because he was like, I wasn't unconscious. Who are you?
Yeah. It's just so quick with the fucking reaction. He's just
go right back to regular conversation like it was nothing.
Yeah, so that's when Paradox explains everything to him. He goes, "You could be a hero, you could be an Avenger," and he's starting to feel.
He was like, because he was talking about the timeline and stuff. He's like, and you could be avenged or some shit. And then he was showing him like what was going on throughout the timeline and shit. Then Thor holding him.
Oh yeah, he was like, "Why is Thor holding me?" That's a running joke for this whole movie.
That is a running joke through the rest of the movie. There's the clip on the screens of Thor crying, holding Deadpool's body with half his mask burn off.
Yeah,
because there's a scene later where Wade's sleeping and he's just saying Thor's name in his sleep.
He woke up and Thor. Oh,
there's another one later. Something about Thor crying later in the movie too.
Well, because he grabs him, he's like, "Tell me, why is Thor crying?"
No, and then there's another part again where he brings it up. He's like, "Yeah, and Thor holds me or some shit." I was just like, "Oh my goodness!" Oh,
but man. So Perry tells him about that. Then he goes, but you don't know if Deadpool has his own idea. So he goes, he's like, "I'm going to need." Basically a new outfit, so they got a tailor. Comes out with new Deadpool suit, nice.
Yep.
But during the freaking putting the suit on, this tailor's measuring, grabbing his butt cheek, grabbing his nuts. Then Deadpool comes in, he makes a comment about his thing. He goes, "Oh, by the way, your tailor's a predator." You call him a predator. And shit.
No, that wasn't. He was like, yeah, your tailor there he's a predator, but I loved it.
Yeah. It's fucking,
I love this.
that dude, the receptionist too. We gotta talk about that where he goes.
Where the guy that keeps eye fucking him from his desk.
Like, no, he because he said a remark. He goes, he gets it, and the guy's looking. He's like it's something about his eyes say something, but he go, no, his eyes say fucky. Or something like that.
He was like, this guy's pants are getting tighter. And then when he dove into this shit, and the guy started smiling and shit, I was laughing so fucking hard.
But before that, the dude was on the phone. They're like, who on the phone? He was like HR. The motherfucker was called HR of sexual harassment.
Well, no, because he was calling. He was like, Deadpool was like, who are you calling? Your wife? He was like, no, HR. He's like, oh, is your wife HR?
I forgot about that. So because Deadpool takes Paradox's time door there, throws it, and it's over that guy that's eyeballing him. So when he leaps off, he's like this, crotch first, coming at this guy, and you can just see his face start to light up.
Yeah,
is it ass first?
Yeah,
it was ass first. Like because he put his arms back, like laying back, like he was falling backwards.
No, but Paradox explains to him.
Jealous, James.
Yeah,
that was James's dream acting role right there.
That would have been. He came at himself too much. That's why James didn't get the role.
That's true. His pants, you couldn't see any wrinkles in his pants once he stood up. So Paradox basically explains the whole plot right there. He brought Wade there to put him in another timeline to get him out of the current one where Logan died, because now his timeline's wasting away and he wants to make it super quick. And he
wants to get rid of it.
Yep. Trying to put Deadpool in a different timeline where he can have everything he's ever wanted to matter and stuff like that, so he doesn't try to save this timeline. Oh yeah, okay. That's good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then Deadpool is like, my friend, you're gonna die. So he's like, this is not happening. So he basically headbutts, breaks Paradox's nose, takes the time thing,
and
leaves,
goes on a hunt for a Wolverine.
Goes on a hunt for this is where it continues on when he used at the bye scene. Because every movie he does a major fight scene in the beginning. He goes, "Oh, let me bring you back somehow this got here." Yeah, and that's it fills you in how it happened. So, but now it goes back. Now he's looking for Wolverine. So he's going to jump into different timelines.
This was fucking awesome.
It was.
It really fucking was. That was so cool.
I think is it the first one he finds at the bar where he hops off the stool and he's only 4 feet tall?
The real height of Wolverine in the comics.
Yeah.
Short King Wolverine is Short King.
No, but he was even shorter.
5'3" in the comics.
Yeah, he is. He's little.
5'3" and like 300 pounds or something because of the metal bones.
You got that one. You got the
Patch.
That's
the comic.
Fucking and Wolverine dies, or not Wolverine, but Deadpool. Like Wolverine kills Deadpool in like half of these when he shows up.
Oh,
because Patch blades through the head.
Oh yeah, every Wolverine was kicking his ass.
The rumor there for a long time was that was Daniel Radcliffe that was going to play the Patch version.
Yeah, that it didn't happen. Yeah,
but that never happened.
I heard that.
But there was even some Marvel admitted they put a bunch of fake rumors out just to try to curb
trick people.
Yeah, the real ones that were out there. There was that one. He shows up with the one
crucified.
That he's like, no, I'm just gonna stay out of this, and goes back in the door.
That's where a lot of people on the outside are pissed off about the movie. All the religious people.
Who gives a shit?
Deadpool's Marvel Jesus.
Yes,
MJ.
He's Marvel Jesus.
MJ, if you're dirty.
There you go. He comes across the Wolverine that's about to fight the Hulk, and the Hulk fucking smashes him into the world. So there's
brown and yellow suit Wolverine.
Yeah. Brown and yellow suit.
So there's a cameo that was Ed Norton's Hulk, by the way.
Was it?
Believe so. So they're like teasing like it's if they're gonna do Hulk, it's gonna be Ed Norton again. But the Hulk backslaps him into it.
Yeah, there was an Old Man Logan variant.
Old Man Logan.
Yeah. He shoots him with a shotgun.
Short Cane Patch.
Yep.
There's Patch.
What else? Weapon Omega.
Weapon Omega.
who just fucking goes to town on Deadpool after he finds him in an alley.
Yep.
Fucking him up. Then this is the one that was fighting the Hulk.
That's the one that was fighting the Hulk.
Wolverine versus the Hulk.
Yep.
Crucified the Uncanny X-Men.
Yep.
Then
And
Cavalrine.
We forgot about the Cavalrine.
The Cavalrine. I was fucking pumped up to say that.
He was like, "Oh, look at this." He was like, "Oh," "Oh, look at the body on this. Oh, he got all the right package everywhere." He's walking. He's like, "Hey, the back looks like."
On behalf of America, let me just say, this feels right.
Yeah, this feels right. He was like, "Holy fuck, Cavalrine!"
The Cavalrine.
Cavalrine.
And he did the fucking like the reload fucking punch, and punched Wolverine with the claws. That was a callback. That's a
Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
that was more of him hitting his arms.
Yeah, the bicep thing. Yeah, from Mission Impossible. So they had a lot of shit in here. They tied with other movies.
They
so
did
much stuff, man.
Really quick. Just because you said other movies, when they were Wolverine was mascot, he called the Deadpool was like, so how long he said something about the blowjob handles, talk about the thingies on his mask.
No, that's at the end. That's at the end.
Just because you said the different movies, I had to throw that out there because it just hit.
We're not there yet.
That's at the end. Because that's the joke I was trying to find to make sure I got it right before the show.
Not there yet.
So they go through the montage. He eventually finds the Deadpool or the Wolverine.
The worst Wolverine. The worst Wolverine. We find out he went to a bar to get drunk. Humans came, killed all the X-Men. So he went on a berserk rage, killed everybody. Mutants,
good and bad.
Good and bad people. Yeah.
Berserk. So he's known as the worst Wolverine.
Which is his dark storyline past in this, which they explore a little bit.
He's close enough. Deadpool takes him
to try. Brings him back. Here's your new anchor being. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it don't work that way. You can't replace your anchor being. So they send him to the Void.
The Void.
Yep.
So
the Void.
They talked a lot leading up to this movie that you didn't need to watch like the other Marvel movies really or anything to be in the know for this, which I know is a lot like the excuse a lot of people give when a new Marvel movie comes out. I haven't watched the other 30 movies. You legit don't need to watch the other movies. What you do need to watch though is the Loki show. If you want to understand.
A lot of references in the Loki show.
This was all about like the Void is straight from the Loki show.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Disney Plus. If you want to know
that monster, was it Goliath or
Goliath?
Yeah.
It's all straight from Loki.
That's good to know. I'm not going to watch it, but that's good to know.
Yeah, if you want the backstory on the Void and where the TVA sends them, but it's from Loki.
Yeah. So the Void is a wasteland, basically, of
pretty much
garbage beings of their timeline. So if you're garbage in your timeline, you get dumped into the Void. You're the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's no way out.
So this is where a lot of cameos come in.
You have your first Deadpool Wolverine fight in the Void.
Oh, that's when they first land.
Yep. They have an awesome fight.
They do.
Is that the remark where he said he's laying on him? He goes, "Wait, I'm almost done."
Yep.
And he goes, he's like, "What do you mean almost done?" He's like, "Oh, get my knife out of your butt."
Get my knife out your ass. Yeah.
But it sounded like because he was laying on him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
There's that one.
And then like right after that, not too long after that is when they had that nice fight, and that's when you seen 20th Century Fox, kind of in the dirt,
the studio sign halfway in the dirt, which is in the trailer.
He did a fourth wall break for that fight before that fight too, because he said something because oh no, what did he say? I think
nerds, get your socks out because this is gonna
nerds. This is gonna be a good one. Then he kicked up the magazines of the guns, catches up on him and Wolverine. Cool that fight, the fight scenes between Wolverine and Deadpool are awesome.
There's two, because they have two great ones, and the other one's in the Honda Odyssey later.
Two people fighting, can't die. They're just stabbing the hell out of each other,
beating the fuck out of each other. Yo, with the first fight, Wolverine stabs the shit out of him, stabs him from his back. Deadpool called him a backstabber. Flipped over him, like got him in a chokehold, and just started shooting him in the ribs. Oh, that was a cool ass scene.
Crazy, awesome fights.
And that was like a pre-fight right there. And because
that was a warm-up. Yeah.
Well, they basically just, because they can't die, they just regenerate. They basically just fight each other till they're too tired to fucking move.
Yeah.
And it's great. But Deadpool, so after they get that out of their system, Deadpool convinces them if they get back to the TVA, they can save Logan's timeline.
They can fix it.
Or they can fix it.
To where none of that stuff happened.
So Deadpool called it.
Well, that was later though, because that was after the car fight.
Wish.
Oh, I made an educated wish.
Educated wish.
He's like, what the fuck did you do? Educated wish. And that's how the second fight starts. But we're
not there yet. So they're in a void. So they come around. They see someone. Like, who the fuck is that? So they made it a big deal. They're like, Deadpool's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Chris Evans comes down.
Did that happen before Dogpool? And
that was before the Deadpools, because that's when they get
Dogpool, because they
Dogpool. Wait.
I think they run into Dogpool first, and
you're right. Dogpool and
Nice Pool.
They get the Hyundai from Nice Pool.
Nice Pool.
That's right. They do run into him.
So is that after they?
Actually, that was like the next big scene that came. It was after their fight when they actually had their talk and they started walking down, and then here comes that dog, and Deadpool takes his mask off.
The music that plays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fucking the introduction of Dogpool, man. He just comes.
Song works.
Slow motion, comes running right to Deadpool. He takes his mask off and he licking his face. That dog
was so ugly, but it was cute.
It's a real dog.
I know the dog.
Britain's ugliest dog or something like that.
Yeah.
And then we meet Nice Pool.
Oh my god. Ryan Reynolds with long hair in the Deadpool suit with no mask. Why don't you wear a mask? What?
He's like, look at this.
Because he can't see this. Yeah, no, look at this. What?
And he pointed at his guns. He's like, "Ooh, the gold-plated guns."
And then the gold-plated guns, and then right away the real Deadpool wants those guns.
He wants he wants dog
and the dog
and the guns. Oh, by the way, dog.
He was like, "Can I have those?" He was like, "No, because it matches my my earring, the ear thing right here."
Yeah, but he got he knew. As soon as he said that, you knew he was going to end up with those guns at some point. I knew he was going to get those guns.
Oh, yeah.
And the dog.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
So anyways, they have the scene. The dog comes up to Deadpool and Wolverine. They're talking. And at the one thing before Nice Pool runs up is when Deadpool's like, she's coming with us. Wolverine's like, no, she's not. He's like,
fuck, she is.
Hey, here comes Nice Pool. Like, this is my dog. Well, whatever. And then anyways, long story short, Nice Pool brings him to the van, and
the Honda Odyssey.
Deadpool's a car salesman. He's like, oh, he hates the fucking Odyssey.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not taking this. He tried to take the
dog. He made a joke about it. So they made this to go against some other vehicle that came out. He made a joke about it.
It was the Kia.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But what was funny about that scene too is when they get to the vehicle, is Deadpool still has a little dog. And he acts like he's trying to run away because they're in the middle of a cornfield. He's like, it was too thick. We couldn't get anywhere, girl.
Yeah, it's too thick. He didn't even try.
And again, they'd hand the dog over all bad and gets in the passenger seat.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Oh, good.
Of course, there was another song for that drive. I forgot what song it was.
Oh, there's more. Oh god. There's so many songs. But yeah, so we get to the Johnny. When did we get to Johnny Storm?
It was still after this because remember they still fight. They drove. This is where they get the car. They drive for a little bit, and then this is where they're talking and where the whole one, because it's when Wolverine stops the car. He's like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Oh, Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm is the one that finds him in the van. No.
I think this might happen before.
This was before Nice Pool.
Before the van.
This might happen. Yeah, it must be before the van.
Yeah, so they run to Johnny.
Because they seen Calypso. Her name's Calypso, right?
No.
Nova. Nova. What the hell am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of Blue Drink. My fault. Anyways, Nova. They went and seen her.
Yeah.
and escaped, and they had seen.
Well, they're walking through the desert, and then you have like a Mad Max crew type.
That's what it was,
and it's Pyro from X-Men 2 and 3.
Yep, and
who was one of
Sabretooth.
the big cameos, and Sabretooth, and
yes.
that crew, and then fucking. I am so glad I saw this before it got spoiled.
Chris Evans,
Deadpool and Wolverine there, and then you have a mystery superhero. This hops down to help them.
And when he lands, he's like,
it's a superhero. Deadpool's like, now that's a superhero landing. Like,
yeah.
And then you give like they tease it real quick that it's Captain America. You're like, how the fuck are they going to put Captain America in this?
Yeah.
And then he rips the cloak hood thing off, and it's fucking Chris Evans from the Fantastic Four as Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
I gotta show you guys this. I got it. This is just random. I gotta show you guys. It has nothing to do with the movie, but it says I've seen holes filled better in Pornhub. Better on Pornhub.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's fucking funny.
But yeah.
Fucking
Johnny Storm, yeah, but that was stupid. Johnny Storm tried to use fire on Pyro. Pyro just absorbed it.
Pyro just absorbs it all, and the three of them get kidnapped on their.
Hold up, before that, so after Johnny Storm lands, Chris Evans lands, and how Deadpool gets real excited. He's like, he's gonna say it. And he's had his hands on his hips when when he first lands. He's gonna say it. He's like Avengers. He's like flame on. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's like, the fuck is that? Yeah, he was pissed. He's like, no, what the hell?
My god, dude, oh my god, man. I just love again just the
Dude,
there.
The awesome. Other
and fucking fun.
And then as they they have all the banter and stuff as they're being dragged on to go see Nova in her base there, and then Deadpool is telling Nova everything Chris Evans or Johnny Storm said on the way there, and he's pretending he didn't say
Making shit up.
Making shit up, dude.
No, Deadpool completely.
No, but they play that off for the second half of the movie where he's being blamed for Johnny's death. And he's like, and the fucking jumping ahead to credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah. You gotta sit and watch. Everybody's getting up. I'm like, nope. I told my wife, I was like, nope, there's always something at the end.
Yo, there's literally always something. And like, even so, I can't remember how many people left last. I think more people stayed last week for the credit scene than this weekend. But today, when I went to go see my brother earlier today, quite a few people got up and left. There are some people that stayed for like when they were showing the remember like the old X-Men,
the scenes X-Men from the other movies, and,
like all that shit. People stayed for that, and then when that went off, there was other people that left, and some people were like, why are they leaving?
Yeah,
and then you got the scene, the last scene from Deadpool with the whole Chris Evans part with the what he was saying, what Deadpool said to what's her face. They just had like a thing with
he's like I got you, fucker.
That was fucking funny.
Yeah.
That was terribly explained, but go see the movie if you haven't seen it.
Oh, I forgot my favorite fourth wall break when he was talking to Paradox. When he was like, he can be an Avenger or something. Is that when he goes up to the camera? He goes, "Fuck you, Fox," or something. He headbutts it and breaks the camera.
That was when, when he was talking to Paradox.
Yeah. He's like, suck it. He was like, suck it, Fox.
He was like, fuck you, Fox. I'm going to Disney. Grab the mic. I'm going to Disney. They headbutted the camera.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite because it was so extreme. It was like overboard of the fourth wall because he broke the camera and everything. It cracked.
Oh man,
so good.
Though these two together, it makes me wish that this happened sooner. Like a few years sooner, and then getting a couple movies of these two together, Wolverine and Deadpool.
That would have been the dream.
I don't care if there's not many Marvel comics. I don't know if there is or not. I'm sure there is, but I don't know. But I don't care if there's not many Marvel comics of like that storyline. If there's a few, I don't care. Just
there's a storyline where Deadpool kills all the Avengers.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds both said they want to do a movie with Tom Holland
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland Spider-Man, yeah, which would be
Oh,
fun.
that would be so awesome.
Because I think there's a lot of Deadpool and Spider-Man stuff.
There is.
Yeah, there is. Well, Deadpool.
Yeah.
So the Spider-Man thing is Deadpool. It's supposed to be like they're best friends. Like Deadpool thinks he's Spider-Man's best friend. That's how that joke goes on in the cartoon, the animated shit. In the comics.
Speaking of Spider-Man, remember in the car? He's pew 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 pew.
I think they're fortunate. They were giving hints.
Yeah, maybe laying the groundwork.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Fuck, where were we? Yeah. So they get kidnapped. They get brought into Nova's little compound there. They find out
Giant Man's dead body, by the way.
Giant Ant-Man's dead body.
Oh, that's Paul Rudd finally aged.
Paul Rudd finally aged.
He's finally aged. Just do that in there.
Oh,
you find out she's Professor Xavier's sister.
Twin sister that he killed in the womb.
Tried to kill him in the womb.
Yeah.
So she has all the mental
she's
capabilities.
Powerful as fuck.
Yep, powerful as fuck. But they escape. And honestly, she even says later, like, she didn't care that they escaped. Like, they weren't chasing them after that or anything like that.
Nope.
Is that when? So at the Honda Odyssey is in there at some point. I forgot how they.
This is where they escaped by the rocket boot.
Oh, that's
Wolverine,
right.
Wolverine told and
that's when that's back when Deadpool lands on
the forest. They landed in the trees.
That's when they run into Nice Pool.
That's when Nice Pool.
And then they have the fight, and then they run into Nice Pool not too long after. Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
The Nice Pool warns them about the
Deadpool core
and the Deadpool core.
Yeah.
Over 100 Deadpools, versions of Deadpool. And I heard that, I was like, wait, what? There's gonna be mad Deadpools? Like, oh shit! I thought Lady Pool and Dog Pool's the only one's gonna be in it.
Smoking hot Lady Pool.
Smoking hot. But so then we got that. So we talked about the Nice Pool thing. So now they're driving. They're arguing.
That's where he does his pew pew
pew pew pew pew.
Yeah.
So he slipped. So this is how they fuck up, or Deadpool fucks up. So just make conversation for the drive. He's like, oh, so what's the first thing you're gonna do if they can fix your timeline? That's when he slammed on the brake. He goes, if. And that's when Wolverine lost it. He did this whole
That's where we get into he made an educated wish.
Yeah. Wolverine did a hateful speech. That no comeback. It was silent. It was kind of weird. Deadpool, like Ryan Reynolds was just sitting there, but then he was like, "We're gonna fight now."
He's like, "I'm gonna fight you now."
Mm-hmm. But then they start fighting, and if you notice, when he slammed Deadpool's head on the radio,
it kept changing.
The Greatest Showman played where Hugh Jackman was in.
Yeah, and I love how he mentioned that a few times. He mentioned that a couple times in the movie. He said you could have Hugh Jackman sings. I forgot what song.
For the Music Man, because he did Broadway.
Yeah.
No, I know. We seen the movie too. We reviewed the movie, The Greatest Showman.
It wasn't bad.
I'm saying he did He did real Broadway, The Music Man too. He mentioned The Music Man too, yeah.
I know that. But I'm saying when he mentioned that,
he mentioned all this shit. Then he also mentioned when they were walking, when Wolverine was like really close to him. He mentioned, he goes, "You're kind of close. I'm going to tell Blake." He broke the fourth wall, telling him about he's going to tell his wife.
Oh yeah. No, that's when Nova she does that thing where she puts her hand in your head. That's and you could see like the shape of her hand like under his skin and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna tell Blake.
That was cool looking though.
Yep.
Had to go in his mind, read his mind and everything, see what's in there. Imagine what's in his mind. She was like, ugh. She like shook her hand at him.
But that's when we finally get to the van fight, which is just fucking awesely done.
Oh yeah,
loved it. It was
you see snippets. You see snippets in the trailer. Yeah, him sitting in the seat, like, come on, or where he goes flying out of the top and comes back down, or
and he had to get the little knives because the swords weren't working.
And and I was gonna say too. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
No, they literally portray it as going all night, like the sun goes down, and they're just
they tire each other out. Like you said, they can't die. They fight until they pass out.
And what was funny about that is you see Wolverine just pass out in the back of the thing, just crawled out like this, and Deadpool's wrapped up in all the fucking seatbelts.
All tied up, yeah.
Oh man! And then that's who comes in.
So
this
someone comes
is-
in and takes the van back to the hideout.
to the hideout where we meet the cameos. They're coming.
The
More
big
cameos.
Yeah, yes. That's where we meet Gambit, Elektra, Gambit,
And
Elektra, and
Blade.
Blade.
Fucking Blade.
And
Wesley Snipes
X-23.
Blade.
And X-23.
Yes,
And
yes,
X-23.
X-23.
Which who's the biggest surprise cameo in this for you?
Blade.
Blade.
100% Blade.
I think
Blade,
yeah.
for sure. Because with
He's the biggest, but he's not my favorite.
No, but all the drama and everything with the Blade character. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
he would never. I thought Wesley Snipes was completely done playing Blade. And being anything with Ryan Reynolds, I'm saying. I would never thought of him coming.
Well, there's the joke because I rewatched that scene today where Deadpool says something. Oh, Blade says something about not liking him, and Deadpool's there's some kind of not liking each other.
Yeah, Blade is
joke
like,
in
I never liked you or something like
Yeah.
that.
yeah, they did that, and I like how they did the because he was how Blade was the longest running.
Blade is now Blade has now overtaken Hugh Jackman as portraying the longest Marvel comic character because of this movie.
That's crazy.
Because because of Henry Cavill, right?
No, Hugh Jackman was.
No, because he started as Blade Way, and then he came back.
He
as
was
Blade.
Snipes was Blade before Hugh Jackman was ever Wolverine.
Right.
Yep. Blade was like.
He said that-
Blade came
I
out.
like how he
people-
said- I like how he
I
said
didn't
the
know
one
it
and
was
only
Marvel.
Blade, one and only Blade, and then
Yeah.
you see Deadpool looking at the camera like this. They made a
Yeah,
face
he's
kind
like,
of.
"Hmm?"
Yeah.
So that's another hint. Like, what are they doing? Is he going to play Blade now for the new movie, or what's going on?
Or be a
Yeah,
part of
that's
it,
still
really.
that's still Mahershala Ali if they ever do it.
Jesus.
see.
But so
So,
we have they
There's a
introduce
real quick in the pool scene. If you cut when they're cutting, there's an in-ground pool in the hideout. There's a body floating in it. Someone online said that's Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. That's floating in there.
you're the only person I've heard say that, and
No,
I have
I've
not seen that.
it somewhere.
I have not seen that
I gotta
anywhere.
see that again. Or I gotta
I'm gonna
see.
Google
I gotta.
it.
Yeah.
It's really
But-
quick. I don't know if anybody. I wanted to research it, but I couldn't find it either. But someone said that it was like the Easter eggs people were yelling out.
So someone comes and drives the Honda Odyssey back to this hideout after Deadpool and Wolverine are both passed out, assuming it's X-23, who of course is the big reveal once they get back to the hideout. Elektra, fucking Jennifer Garner.
Mhm.
That's Snipes, and Channing Tatum finally gets his time as Gambit from the 2014 movie they were gonna do.
Aaron's not a fan.
So okay,
Unless it's Magic Mike.
for
Is
this
it the
movie,
accent or is it the look?
the whole thing for this movie, it worked because of the jokes and all that shit. But for like a serious solo Gambit movie or like Gambit and X-Men, fuck no. Fuck no.
I think you're gonna. The thing is, if he
I don't
talks like
disagree.
that, you're not gonna understand him for one. If he actually
Well,
talks
I
like
gotta
that.
see. I'm hoping that was partially intentional, having him not be understandable, because all of everything Deadpool says to him is a joke about how he can't understand what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah,
Oh
He's
yeah,
like,
it was
"Who's your
definitely-
dialect coach? The Minions?"
yeah.
It was definitely that, but still, just nah, absolutely not.
But when he did fight, I could see that character working in a movie with the
Oh, hell
pole and
yeah.
the cars blown up. That shit pretty
Oh, yeah.
badass looking.
There
Hell
was I did I did a Google search today on like Deadpool and Wolverine best jokes, and one of the ones that got ranked really high, or there was a general consensus of in passing, was one Deadpool and Elektra made. Deadpool mentions that Daredevil was dead in this timeline, and Jennifer Garner as Elektra's like, "Yeah, I'm okay,"
Yeah,
because
okay.
it was Ben Affleck and they were married. And
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're divorced. She's like, I don't care. Fuck them.
Again, man, again.
So
they
much
just-
shit they put in there, and then people went along with it. He made a joke about Hugh Jackman's
wife
wife
divorce.
divorce. He made a joke about that.
If you're gonna be in this movie, you got to know everything's on the table.
Oh yeah, you're getting roasted. Something.
Oh
about
yeah,
you.
you have to. You have to.
Oh, by the way, if you notice, T.J. Miller wasn't in this. The bartender.
No, him and Ryan Reynolds had the falling out after
they had a falling out
after Deadpool 2.
T.J. Miller said Ryan Reynolds basically tried to bury his career or some shit.
Well, T.J. Miller had some legal trouble where he was went off mentally or was calling in bomb threats or something. I don't
know. That guy, I don't know. It sucks because I liked his character.
It is a bummer. I did enjoy his character, yeah.
So they replaced him with that big biker dude. He was at the birthday party.
Yeah. That didn't get any lines, really. Didn't get many lines.
And the taxi dude was there. He lost his accent, by the way.
Dopinder.
Yeah, Dopinder was there.
I wish Dopinder had a little more of a role.
Yeah, I know. Peter had a big role.
Peter. I was fine with that.
Yeah, me too.
So which wheel? Terminator versus Rambo wheel?
Yeah, and then this one I only have to spin once because it's I did a verse thing, so the matchups are already together.
So this isn't wheel?
Kindergarten.
Yeah. Remember when you guys said you wanted this wheel? See,
This isn't Terminator versus Rambo. This is just Stallone versus.
No, it was Stallone versus what's his face? We just had to call it this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
We got some new wheels.
Yeah, we just haven't hit them yet. And then we didn't use them this week or last week, so we're here.
It's a good thing we didn't watch the second movie. We're still talking about this one.
I know. Red Heat versus Nighthawks.
I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck these are.
Nope.
I've never seen them, but that's a good thing. It's a good thing. We got two movies that none of us have ever seen.
Is that a German cover of Night Fucking? Is that Night Fucking?
Not fucking.
It's Night Fucking.
Night Fucking. Oh, man.
All right, so where we left off now?
We're getting there. Where the fuck were we? Okay, so they're in their hideout. They're coming up with a plan to go after Nova.
Yeah. To put Juggernaut's helmet on her head.
Yep, because
so they get them
the
out
only
of
thing
the
that
void.
can stop the telepathic powers and get them out of the void.
Yeah, the telekinetic. It's the same reason why Magneto had it on, so
Yep.
Xavier and anybody else who had those powers couldn't do it to him. Which
same thing with the Juggernaut.
What's funny about that is when they were talking, oh, Magneto's here, right? And they're like, no, Nova killed him. But his helmet had to be here. No, she destroyed that right after she killed him.
Yeah, she melted it.
Melted it right after she killed him. He's like, fuck. And then that's when they, made the decision to go after Juggernauts when I believe Elektra was like, well, Juggernaut's helmet does the same thing.
Yep.
And then they had that whole
so
team up for that.
They take the Honda Odyssey. Well, Wolverine wasn't going to go. X-23 talks him into it at a heartfelt conversation at the fire.
Which is going by Laura now.
That quote, I guess that quote's going around as awesome or something. People are like, what is it? He said he's not the I'm not the one.
You were never the one until you were.
You're never the right
choice.
Guy. I'm not the guy. And she's like, you're never the guy.
Yeah.
Until you were.
Yeah, until you were.
And boom. Oh, really quick before we forget ratings. James?
10.
Chris?
You're going to get, what did you give the other two? Is 10. This the best? You gave out 10s across the board?
I love Deadpool. Yeah. This is my favorite franchise.
I'm going to go 9.
9. Okay. I'm with you on it, James. And just because for me, I just had a fun fucking time with this movie. It did a fan service. I had the laughs. They had the awesome action. You had the awesome laughs. And it's pretty much what you want to get. You got, for this movie, you got what you want to get from Deadpool. Now, I guess if you're deeper into the Marvel comic books and the Marvel fan, you probably wanted more. I'm assuming. I don't know, but I'm assuming you may have wanted more, and I understand that. But for myself,
I've seen a lot of people happy. That's all I know.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm just saying, for myself, it was a great fan service. I had a great time with this.
Great. I'm going to go see it again.
Awesome.
I probably won't go see it again because I did,
you've seen it twice now.
But this will be something once this comes out, I'll finally buy the first two and buy this as a box set to 3. I'm hoping.
Oh, they got to have some kind of.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Gratuitous looking box set.
Yeah.
Something fun, something cool.
Yep.
I'm waiting for this.
Where were we? Oh, yeah. So they take the Honda Odyssey, the beat up Honda Odyssey to the final fight.
Yes.
Blade
It's a
launches
good
a missile.
Yep. It's a great fight. I mean, it's a good fight.
Wolverine was like, they're talking about, don't worry, get up there, we got you. He's like, I don't think you guys are making out of this one. Because they can heal, they can't. There's a lot of people. It's like, you're not getting out of this. Me and him are okay. We're fine.
Yeah.
They killed Juggernaut, get the helmet on Nova.
Oh, yeah. By the way, hold on. So X-23, aka Laura, kills Juggernaut, and I love how she like runs by, like slides by him.
Oh, slices his Achilles.
Slices both his Achilles, and his body literally just falls forward.
Yeah.
And kills him and takes his helmet, puts it in a bag.
Crazy. That's like the weakest version of Juggernaut. I hated that version of Juggernaut when that movie came out.
Yo, what I love really quick about the Juggernaut too is when Deadpool scene was like, oh, Juggernaut, new Juggernaut for this one, huh?
Yeah,
something along those lines.
So the guy playing Juggernaut is the same guy that was in Ryan Reynolds' movie Free Guy, the giant muscular guy with the blue shirt tattoo. Same guy.
That's awesome.
But they tried to get the original guy who played that Juggernaut, but he didn't do it.
Probably, yeah. Because some of those other X-Men in the back were the original actors that played them.
Yep. Like Sabretooth.
I think Olivia Munn was back, and I don't even know what her character's name was.
I forgot about that. Sabretooth getting his head cut off. That was a cool ass scene.
That was too quick. I thought it was going to be a bigger scene than that.
It was, yeah. I thought it would be.
Just fucked him up mad quick.
I enjoyed Deadpool's pep talk to him.
Yeah.
Like he's like, hold on. He's like, hold on. He's like, wait. He's pulling his swords out. He's like, you look like shit. He's like taking the swords out of him.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, listen. He was like, when you go in there, get side control and just ground it down. Wolverine. I mean, it was actually
like, off. All right, big fan.
Yeah.
The way that Wolverine kills him, besides, I mean, he cuts his head off instead of cutting his Achilles, but it was very similar to like the quick run by, and then you just see his head roll off instead of his body falling forward.
Yep.
I like that.
Deadpool holds it up.
What do you say? Here's your Snow Queen.
Here's your Snow Queen. Grab Furiosa from Mad Max.
Yep.
There you go. Furiosa from Mad Max. And just kept talking shit. I was like, this is just fucking hilarious, ridiculous, and it's fucking Deadpool. And Ryan Reynolds pulled it off great.
So fight scene, they get up to Nova, battling her. They get the helmet on her.
They decide to.
Wolverine can't kill her because the morals, because Charles the X-Men don't kill.
And she hints that she killed a previous version of Doctor Strange and has his ring. So she opens the portal and sends them back.
She didn't say Strange, though. She said a
magician that came through. Yeah, but it's It's Doctor Strange. She has the ring because that's how she opens the portal.
Some people are saying it wasn't Strange; it's a different guy, but whatever.
A version of Strange. I mean, it could have been. It could have been Juan. They've only introduced Juan and Doctor Strange as the two people with that ring.
Good point. True. So
they get back there to go after Paradox and try to turn off the machine, but Cassandra comes after them. Or hears about the machine.
Pyro, because Pyro is backstabbing her, working with Paradox.
Tries to kill her.
So now Cassandra comes after them because she wants the machine. And they got to stop Cassandra from using the machine to destroy all the timelines.
Because she only wants the void.
Yep.
Just the void.
Where she rules.
Where she rules.
She's got to be a god in the void.
Yeah.
If all the other universes are destroyed.
So then there's some other stuff, and we eventually get to the Deadpool core.
The big musical number.
Climax.
That fight was so funny. That fight was so good.
Madonna's like,
you know what? I thought I'd be sick of that song or sick of that moment when it came on, and I got fucking goosebumps.
Me too. It was so cool.
When that fucking, like, they have the portals open, Deadpool and Wolverine standing there. First off, there's Nice Pool that comes back.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The first thing that comes out is Dogpool comes running out first. And Ryan Reynolds,
like,
Deadpool's all excited again, of course. Nice Pool comes out and it ruins it for him. And then just the rest of the Deadpool core, led by Blake Lively as Lady Pool.
Kid Pool.
Yeah, they come in not too long after that. Because
you had Head Pool.
The bucket. Well, I mean, it's popcorn.
What was that? What's that? This face? Yeah, man. Who played Head Pool?
I'm not sure.
I thought you knew. You mentioned
Matthew
it.
McConaughey was
Yeah.
Cowboy Pool.
Oh, he was Cowboy Pool. That's right. Head Pool is someone famous too. I forgot who it was. But anyways, there was Cowboy Pool.
Tom Holland's brother was one of the Deadpool variants.
Yep. Then you had someone from his show from the soccer team.
Yeah, there was Welsh Pool, which was one of the soccer players from the team he owns.
Yep, had the logo on.
There was Canada Pool.
There was a bunch. There was a bunch.
There was a bunch. But just
Deadpool.
I've been waiting so long.
Deadpool.
Yep, waiting so long to see this scene from the fucking trailers and everything like that. It did not let me down.
Yeah,
because
but before that fight scene, though, they used Nice Pool. He used Nice Pool.
He uses Nice Pool as the human shield.
But he did.
And then realizes he can't regenerate. He's like, hang on, man, hang on.
Oh man, he's sitting there.
He's
he's like, you don't regenerate. He's like, you regenerate, huh?
What I enjoy even more than that is literally after they all unload their bullets on Nice Pool because he's the human shield. Wolverine just walks over holding up Dog Pool because no one wants to shoot at the dog.
Yeah, he just walked by. Oh, before that Deadpool, because he made Deadpool like this, tried to save him. He was like, "Oh, a donut cart." He's like, "They're basically like triages on wheels." He's like, "Let's go." He's using them as a shield.
What was funny about that is when he said that Wolverine was like, "No, they're not." He's like, "I'm gonna save him." He's like, "No, he's not. No, you're not.
No, he's not."
You really are God's perfect idiot, aren't you?
Oh, when he was trying to, he's like, I was trying to give him CPR and say after his head got shot. He was like, because he kept telling, he's like, say, I'm gonna live. I'm gonna his head shot off.
He's doing CPR.
It's like I'm trying to save him. It's like that was fucking murder.
Yeah, he fucking murdered him. Oh, so good. Now the fight scene starts.
The Deadpool.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Here's the moment we've been waiting 20 years for. Yeah. You've seen Hugh Jackman in the yellow suit now, which we haven't talked about. Out of nowhere, which didn't even dawn on me, he pulls up the hood.
Yes,
puts it on, and every person who watched
holy fuck
comic books, your junk moved a little bit because
it moved.
You did not. You're like, oh my god, finally, we got the fucking suit.
It was, and it felt so perfect. Good because what was it? It
was fucking perfect.
X-Men it was one of those X-Men movies where they showed the fucking suit at the end of the movie.
Remember, it was just sitting there in like a briefcase or something.
In a briefcase, and that's all we got from it for years. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite jokes in the movie.
Yep, there it is.
As soon as he pulls that hood up, Deadpool goes, "Holy shit! What's the wind resistance on those blowjob handles?"
Yeah.
Wolverine
just looks at him.
He's like, "Just kidding." He's like, "I'm just jealous."
He goes, "I'm a catty bitch when I'm jealous."
Yeah, he said, "What? You saving a good shit?" He's like, Wolverine's like, "Only for killing."
I'm sorry, I'm just a catty bitch when I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's so funny. So this is where all the Deadpool. It's a big fight, like a prayer plane.
Hold on. But like, I don't understand how Fox could not have put him in. He was literally in every single fucking X-Men movie, and you don't put him in this suit once in 20 fucking years.
They thought it was too cartoony. Oh, they made that joke too. He said, what about the suit? He's like, dress you up, look like you're playing for the LA Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he was cracking.
I mean, they reference that, like, when he's telling, the dark part of his story in this movie. He's like, Scott and them, they always begged me to wear the suit, but I never wanted to be part of the team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't want that. Well, he didn't want them to know he wanted to be around and be a part of it, really.
Yeah, but they're using that now, and that's fine. But if you were involved in making those Fox movies with him in it, what the fuck is your problem?
No, they put him all in black. Every X-Men was in a black suit.
Did you see the first X-Men movie where they're all wearing black is because of the Matrix and how popular that got. So they dressed all the X-Men in black.
Stupid.
That's stupid.
If you put, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did enjoy those X-Men movies. I probably still will if I watch them again. Maybe not love them, but just imagine had they done that in those back then, just putting them in the costumes they should have been put in, and how much better they would have done just because of that. Just because of that alone, people would have been, oh shit, you got these done.
A lot, especially comic book fans, people who watch the cartoons, they want to see the uniforms.
Yeah.
But yeah, you want to see what you read or watched growing up,
Yeah.
or both.
But man,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
it
just
badass. It looked
that
awesome,
was
though.
just such a badass moment. And then you
Yeah.
kick in the Madonna song.
Yeah, like a
And then
prayer.
it's just I love the way they filmed this fight. It's just one shot as they work their way down the street, killing all
Like
the
a Mario
Deadpools.
game. It was like
Yeah.
just straight going across the screen. They were just wiping out Deadpools.
There's blood
Yeah.
splatter when he's taking them out
Arms
on the
flying.
bus, limbs flying. It was
A whole
fucking
group of
awesome.
them pushing back Wolverine, then all of a sudden you see bodies flying. Then Wolverine's pushing them back and just stabbing the shit off them like this.
Dude, it was just so fucking awesome.
Then they get on the bus, just fucking all the Deadpools up on the bus scene. It reminded me of the Halloween movie. Was it Halloween or was it
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, when he got on the bus.
Chainsaw Massacre.
It reminded me of that.
Finally used the fucking chainsaw. I'm like crazy.
Yeah, just start tearing people apart. And they jump out the back of the bus, and Deadpool trips. He falls on his face.
After that
He's
fight,
ruined it.
Yeah, he's like, ruined it. That's all they're gonna remember. Is me not doing the landing.
And then all the other Deadpools start regenerating again.
Oh, that's where the baby was sitting there laughing. He was like, "Who you laughing at?"
No, that's when all of the Deadpools first came out, and little kid pool. So that was a great joke too. I don't even know how it started. Little kid pool's like, take Wolverine's dick out of your mouth.
Yeah, because he's saying he's like, saying something. Then Nice Pool is like, "Oh, that's kid pool."
He's the dirtiest or the worst or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, why don't you take Wolverine's dick out of your mouth and we can set.
What was that? What also was, or another thing funny about that scene too is before when the Deadpools are coming out or whatever, and they're talking about the 100 Deadpools, and Wolverine gets excited, so I get to kill 100 of you.
Yeah, he's like, I got 100. Yeah, that's no problem for him.
Yeah. Oh man, that was such an epic fucking scene. That was such an epic fight scene. That is something I can say. All three of these movies.
Oh, by the way, the one that saved
they fucking do it.
Peter Pool.
Yes,
Peter Pool saves
Peter comes in when Ryan Reynolds' suit that was in the locker at the car dealership. He's wearing it.
Yep, he's the stomach hanging out, a nice bulge right in the.
And all the Deadpool's like, it's Peter.
Every Deadpool has a Peter, and they all love him.
They all love Peter.
After he took the mask, it's Peter.
He was the peacemaker. They're all like, "Hey, Peter, what's up?"
And they all went with him. And that's how
Wolverine. Right when his arms growing back, he was like, "Peter, son."
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Fucking funny as shit. Then as they're running off,
so Deadpool and Wolverine run off into the building now.
Yeah, and Deadpool's like, "Have fun with my Peter."
yeah, have fun with my Peter.
Oh my god!
Oh, so good.
Yeah, these two together. I didn't think it was. I mean, I knew it was gonna be funny, but I didn't know how funny it was gonna be with these two together, and it was fucking hilarious.
But to kind of get towards the end of the movie here, they run into the building because Nova's in there. She's already gotten to the machine
and using her psychic powers.
So she's almost like becoming one with the machine. So Deadpool and Wolverine have to go in and connect these two generators, for lack of a better term.
Oh, they have an argument who's going to do it first.
Yeah, they argue about who's going to do it.
Whose life is worse.
Yep, they go back and forth. Deadpool eventually pulls Wolverine.
He hits him in the head. He hits him in the head with a fire extinguisher, and then throws him out the room
and then runs into the room. So Deadpool tries to go in and saves the day.
Hold on, then he did the Spock thing and other shit. He was like,
he did the Spock thing through the window.
He did the whole thing where you put your hand on the glass.
Yeah, he's like, or we can do this. Then he's like, he's like, bye.
No, he came back. He popped up back and did that.
Yeah, that's so hilarious. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Just like he just had to do that little bit of
shit. So
Deadpool
he grabs one wire. He can't reach the other side.
He tries and tries. Wolverine's beating on the door to try to get in.
Oh, by the way, the Paradox said if he did this, the energies from this, it's the cosmic shit.
No matter adamantium and something.
He could not survive it. It don't matter his healing factor at all. So Deadpool, they're sacrificing. But
they believe they are sacrificing.
Wolverine comes in, grabs Deadpool's hand, reaches to the other side, and shoots his claws into it. And they both do it together. Then they had that epic like a prayer plays again, but it's like
Yep.
a slower thing.
Wolverine's shirt disintegrates, so you see Hugh Jackman just fucking ripped.
Ripped abs.
And
And
Deadpool leaning back like,
Yeah, and there was a joke with that too, though, because earlier in the movie where they were like, "Yeah, Hugh Jackman let himself go, so he's wearing the suit now or some shit." I forgot what it was verbatim, but it was something along those lines.
Yeah, like he's
And then-
ripped as fuck.
Yeah, then he sees and he's like, "Yeah." Then he called him a slut. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, so they're doing this act. The Madonna song's playing. Then now they're going to like in their heads, they're having flashes back.
Yeah,
Like Deadpool sitting there, seeing his people, him in the locker,
his family and Vanessa. And
yeah, then Wolverine is talking about where he goes, I'm basically a nobody, but then he's like, I am the X-Man or whatever.
I am the Wolverine.
I am the Wolverine. So
He
they
does
make
say
it
I'm
seem
the
like
X-Man too, but I am the Wolverine.
shit blows up. Nova blah, 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 goes and blah 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 blah. Machine comes back. All the timelines are saved. Nova like burns up, dies, disappears, disintegrates.
Yeah.
But then they make it like they both died because it's cosmic shit. But they come in out of the blast. They're like, Paradox says, how'd you survive? Oh, then the other people, the real time people, Paradox was doing this on the D-Lo.
On the DL.
Trying to do his own shit. He wanted to take over.
Yeah, so he's in trouble. So the main leader people are there. And they're like, how the heck do you survive? It's like, well, you got a Deadpool and a Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, he tried to act like he was acting like he had nothing to do with it. And he was like, yeah, he was like, I sent my best men down there. And then all this other shit, and they didn't survive. That Deadpool says something. He's like, fuck. Oh man, he's going like this whole rant.
By the way,
the HR guy again would see Wolverine's abs.
Yeah, it was him, and it was some lady that was saying something. That's when Deadpool was like, "Here, put a shirt on, you slut." He said something.
They use the word "fuck" in this movie 118 times.
Correct. Yeah, Wolverines, most of them.
Yeah, and they said, and I think didn't they say like in Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy
they use it once
out of the 3?
Yeah, they're like that was fun. That was a fun. Yeah.
Or was it like the Marvel universe? They use the word fuck.
The Marvel universe uses the word fuck 119 times. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, 1. Deadpool and Wolverine, 118.
Oh man,
love it though. Love it.
Yeah, seriously though, go if you haven't seen this movie, go fucking watch it.
Yeah, because we wrap it up.
Don't wait for streaming. Go see it. See it.
This is worth seeing in the theaters.
This is definitely a theatrical.
Watch. I mean, we can sit here and keep talking about this. It's so much fun. There's so much that we missed. There's so many jokes.
We missed a lot.
I can't even remember all the jokes.
I can't remember them all.
Because they go from this, they go to Deadpool and Wolverine sitting on a bench. Because they got shawarma, which he talks about from the first. The Avengers made famous from the first movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because didn't Deadpool? He's like, did you know that did he say did you know the Avengers invented
shawarma or something? Yeah. And then Wolverine's leaving, and Deadpool's like, "Wait a second!" And then they cut to him bringing Wolverine in to meet Blind Al, and she makes the inappropriate jokes. It's like we got company, and he walks in with Dogpool.
Yeah,
and then everyone's sitting around the table, and they close out.
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
I don't know. So Kevin Feige has said there's no immediate plans to recast Wolverine. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds both really want to do something with Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you don't fit in at least one more movie with these guys.
Yeah, I would say do a Deadpool
together. But I did hear Deadpool is going to make appearances in other movies.
I don't know if there'll be I don't think there'll be a Deadpool 4, but you got to bring him into other movies.
No. He's going to be in other movies. Yeah.
Okay, that works too.
No, because I think he's in rumors, Secret Wars. I'm not sure.
If he's going to show up again, it would be Secret Wars, I would assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Hugh Jackman.
I've seen a couple posts about a Wolverine Hulk movie being in development, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that too. You're right. But who's going to play Wolverine? It's going to be Hugh Jackman,
I
or is it going to be the Calverine?
don't think it's going to be the Calverine.
Oh, there's all real quick before we end this.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that did bother me about this movie that I can't find anywhere someone explaining it to me. Deadpool 2, Vanessa dies. She was pregnant. Deadpool went back, saved her. She is not pregnant and has no baby in this movie. How is she alive with no baby?
I think it's just one of those timeline things. Like, you know how, for example, if you watch the
no,
Flash,
it's his timeline. He fixed his timeline, so it should be exactly how he fixed it.
No, but they said if you change, you can't do anything to change the timeline. So, like, yeah, he did go save her, but then it's like you lose the baby because you changed it. You're still going to lose the baby because you changed the time, or maybe there was never a baby in this timeline.
I don't know. They didn't explain it.
That's
It kind of bothered me. Yeah. That's the only thing that bothered me. I was like, they didn't explain the damn pregnancy. What the hell happened? But whatever. Don't need it. That's where I thought Baby Pool's coming from. I thought he was going to him and Vanessa at Baby Pool.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
But no, but whatever. It is what it is. It's still 10 to me. It's so much fucking fun.
Oh yeah, definitely go. Like I said, definitely go check it out.
This comes out. I'm going to watch this multiple times probably.
I'm going to watch the shit out of this again. Yep.
Yeah.
But
so good.
Listen, people, Popcorn and Pints. Link is in the description. So Stories from a Bar and Horror with Sir Story. Just check those links out. But we're gonna pop on out of here. Thanks for popping by. Peace. Go see Deadpool. Go see Deadpool and Wolverine because it was fucking dope. But we are out of here.